Hey guys, Friction Pen, and we've got Lego City Update number 3. And when we left off last time, I had a decision to make. Either to make a bigger Lego table, because I made mine too small, or to rearrange the layout to support the smaller table. So, I spent the first couple of weeks trying to decide what I wanted to do, and then I made the decision. I did both. I made the table bigger and I changed the layout. So let's take a look and see what we've got. So I just barely had enough time after redoing the size of the table and adding some other things to the table to just barely get everything put back on in the new layout. So there's not as much detail that I would like to have had done, but I am super glad the table is finished. It's mostly the way that I wanted, and it should be a pretty good design for changes and additions to the future. So let's take a look. We'll start at this corner, and we've got the greengrocer there. We've got a mom with her 2 kids. Actually, it looks like there's 3 kids there. She's got a stroller, a little baby carriage. We've got a guy coming out of the greengrocer with his top hat on. Got another lady there coming out of the little entryway. And if we move on down, it looks like we got a speed limit sign. The speed limit is 50 miles an hour. Come on over to the Palace Cinema, where we have someone very important getting out of a limo to go see the Lego movie. It is the premiere of the Lego movie in the city. And let's see, who do we got here that everybody's lining up to get pictures with? Who is it? It is everybody's favorite Lego for Chris. Lego for Chris has made an appearance to City Update number 3, and he is greeted by his adoring fans and a photographer wanting to document each and every step along the way. We've got somebody over there holding the door open for him, and he is going to go in and enjoy a movie, probably with a bunch of other people that heard that he was in town, so we're waiting for the rest of the mob to show up. He is at least 4 hours early, and there's already people there. They were probably sleeping overnight to get a glimpse of Bricks for Chris in person. Alright, we come around the corner there, we have the cafe corner. We've got guys sitting down there enjoying a little meal. 2 ladies talking. We've got a delivery guy and someone sweeping the streets there. If we take a little look here, we've got somebody sitting at the stoplight waiting to pull out into oncoming traffic. And who might that be? Let's take a look. See if we can... Oh, that's Lego Man AFOL. Again, another name that I keep using Lego with. It's AFOL Man. Gotta get used to these names. I do great until I turn the video camera on, then I start calling everybody by their old names. So he's sitting there in his car, waiting to pull out into oncoming traffic, peel out, leave black marks, and you're probably wondering why he's doing that. Well, he made a video that kind of showed a little stop motion that showed him pulling out, but there's actually another reason. Look over there. Who is that? Brick Czar coming out of the porta potty, and a scared person standing there that has to be the unlucky next person in the porta potty. Ouch. So Brick Czar is trying to flag down AFOL Man, and AFOL Man is going to pull into oncoming traffic to try and avoid him because his car doesn't have room for a passenger. It's a small car, sports car. You know, mayors get to drive the expensive, fancy schmancy stuff. And that's what he's doing. Alright, so we've got some green here. There's going to actually be some more stuff in the green base plate areas. If we look on a little further, we can see the apple tree house and a little bit of the lake. But before we go into that, we'll go back over here and finish this block off. So we got the greengrocer, and we come around to the Lego store, where... yeah, man, Cletus is asleep on the job again. He's got 2 people coming to the doors and he's taking a nap. I'm going to have to get Bob on that. Make sure that he wakes Cletus up, and he's going to have to do something. Punish that guy. He falls asleep all the time. Alright, so come around the corner here a little bit. This is where the park is going to be. And we've got a couple of people there sitting on the bench. The park construction will begin soon. They are sitting there waiting for that to start. And we have our balloon cart here. And Mardi Gras Man is enjoying a nice red balloon. He loves balloons. Along with our little... There we go, we can just barely see him. Little guy there coming along to get an orange balloon. Go back over with his parents and watch on the bench there. So if we move along a little bit further, we've got the too big to fit in the shot, the town hall, and the mayor up there on the balcony, waving to people, just kind of taking in the view. We got a couple getting married, photographer. Uh-oh. Looks like our janitors had a little bit of a problem. He's getting some emergency services there. Somebody's nice enough to perform some CPR. We've got a nurse. I hope everything works out. Looks like it's under control. When you come around to the Parisian restaurant, we have a couple people there in the back sitting down enjoying a meal. We've got our waiter coming down the stairs. And have a little scooter person, a little scooter girl there riding the scooter. Some people taking the trash out. A couple of guys lifting one can. Uh-oh. Looks like we've got a proposal going on. That's right there in the middle of the street. That's probably why these guys stopped, so they could look over here and see the proposal happen. We move on a little farther. We've got the Grand Emporium with our window washer up there. Come down, take a look at the commotion going on. We've got a police officer with his megaphone and his walkie-talkie, and he is looking at somebody with no pants trying to get in to the Grand Emporium. He is shouting to everyone to leave the area for the emergency, and he is also calling in backup, and they are on their way. So I would not like to be this guy. No siree. Come on around to finish off the city section with the fire brigade. We've got our firemen out front. We've got our fire dog, and somebody is sitting there with the fire dog, kind of giving him a little attention there, petting him, maybe giving him some snacks. We've got our fire chef over there, coming out to see what all the commotion is with the megaphone and the policeman. And then up on top, we've got two firefighters standing watch, looking down over the city. Come back around to our four-way stop, where we have a fall man, and we can see the construction just starting to begin on our bridge right next to our apple tree house. And the river goes the entire width of the table, and it is recessed. The entire city on both sides is rising above the river. So that was one thing I really wanted to have, and something I really felt like I needed to work towards to get in this update, because if I didn't do it now, I probably never would. So that's mainly what the entire month has been spent doing, is trying to make all of these risers, get everything to fit right, and get the new layout. Okay. So if we come around here, we'll do this side real quick, and then we'll go back and do the residential area. Up in the corner, to kind of start out everything, we've got our Watermill MOC, which you guys have seen probably in the Watermill MOC updates, and if not, go check those out. Those are weekly. You get to see that come alive each week and grow a little bit at a time. So here are the back two base plates that I keep referring to and pointing at in those updates, and you can see I've replaced them with blank green base plates, because the progress on those will be in the next Watermill MOC update, which will be on Thursday. So you will be able to see them at that time. You can kind of see a little bit there how it's raised up above, and then this other one is raised up even higher. So it is the highest point, excuse me, it's the highest point in the city over here where the water will be coming in and then flowing down into our river all the way through our city and under our bridge, which will go right there. All right, and then lastly, excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. We've got the residential area, so I make my way around the table. All right, so we've got our bridge. It's going to go here, comes up and around the corner. We have our little bit of forest that I started, which I'm not super impressed with those trees. I mean, they work. They're a little smaller than I would have liked, but I did find a video this week from 3 Brick Friends where they did a tutorial on some larger trees. I'll probably try to incorporate those into my city as well. I'll put a link to that video in the description, so you can go check that out if you want to build some really nice Lego trees. That's the video to check out. All right, and we've got some more demolition and dirt work being done for more houses here. We've got our 3 red roof houses all together. We've got a delivery. The mail person is making a delivery there. So they're outside getting the mail. Hopefully it's a Lego haul. I'll move on over to the next house where the plumber is there. You can see Joe's Plumbing right there. And they are on site to fix the problem. Hopefully it's nothing major. Alright, if we move on around to the final house, we've got a neighbor coming over to say hi, probably to kill some time while the plumbers are working at her place, coming over to talk to her neighbor. And then lastly, we've got the tree house that is shared by all 3 families, which right now is just sitting there. It's not attached. It will actually be built into the landscaping as we move forward. And there is our city that goes right on out of town into the edge of the bubble. So that's the entire city, starting from the Watermill MOC over to the residential area, down the street, future residential area, over to the bridge, across the bridge to the apple tree house, and more future area right there. Over on this side, got things for the future, and then the actual, that's straying out of the way from my light, the actual city block. Just 2 large squares with a park in the middle. And the park may actually be 2 base plates instead of just that one. That extra 4-way intersection there is probably going to be replaced by another green base plate to have a larger park. So that's pretty much what we got, guys. Used all the red that you see everywhere to line up the base plates on the risers, so I knew where to affix the risers on the table. So those will be moving as we get base plates secured, and other things in their place where they go. So those will slowly disappear as we build in the other buildings, and then there will be a bank or a beach. The actual river will flow up into the land. I'll build all around all of that. If you saw my Lego haul from Bricks for Chris a few days ago, where I ordered an entire box of 2x4s in brown for dirt and green for grass, that's exactly what those are for, to go all the way around this river on both sides. That was probably the quickest, easiest, and cheapest way to cover up all that wood and to account for the slope and the change in elevation there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It took a lot of work to get all this done this month, so I am a bit tired. I was frantic, didn't think I would probably get it done in time, but here we are, all finished. Update has been achieved. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.